Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press. We're here in Foley Square, covering the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Today we're going to begin local and then go beyond. There are two public policy cases here filed late last week. One of them involves a challenge to Mayor Eric Adams of New York City's plan to, I don't know, say round up, it depends how to describe it, but essentially involuntarily detain people believed to be unable to care for themselves and or a threat to others before they act. So that's been challenged in an emergency motion, a case called Baerga versus City of New York, and there's a hearing on it at 3:30 today, and we will be covering it. It's an interesting case. I will say, having just gotten out of the subway, that actually having the trains run somewhat on time, well, it might be more important, especially before they jack up the price above $3. But I'll also say that I saw, and I'm not going to name him, but there's the gender, a federal judge just on the same train as me. Props for him for writing it, and a lot of that case may depend on how. More on that to come. The other case involves the exclusion of felons from jurors. It's in Manhattan, but it would seem to cover the Bronx. They've targeted it at Manhattan. The idea that it denies the right to trial by one's peers, and also the civil rights of felons. It's on a racial basis, and that's been assigned to Judge Buchwald, and we'll be covering it as well. Now, to turn Friday, as you may have seen on this platform, we went to cover a ghoulish sale of access to the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, at 25 Broadway, the old Cunard Lines building. And we did manage, which, because we're banned from the UN, we were unable to do in person there, to shout a question to him about the 7,000 dead migrant workers killed by Qatar. He visited the World Cup and didn't say a word. He filmed promotional videos with Qatar, but didn't issue any public statement, and none of the journalists allowed into the briefing didn't ask anything. So we asked, he didn't answer, but we're writing something called World Cup of Blood. Check it out. There's also some copyright issues. The UN on Friday streamed the Croatia-Brazil game in the briefing room over UN TV. Now, I remember when I was in the UN having my account blocked for violating copyright by showing a TV screen in the background of people cheering in the Vienna Cafe. So I don't know, I guess it's just another case of UN immunity and impunity. To be continued, Inner City Press.